Well, Donald Trump and Paul Ryan set to meet tomorrow in hopes of uniting the GOP. It comes just days after Trump says that he was blindsided by Ryan saying that he was not ready to support him. So will Ryan have a change of heart, or will Trump ask him to step down as convention chair? Let's ask our Republican political panel, Fox News political analyst and Republican strategist Angela McClowan, as well as Fox News contributor Tony Sayegh. How will tomorrow's meeting change the race? Angela, start with you.
How will it change the race? I think it will unify the Republican Party. Paul Ryan will still be the chair of the convention. Donald Trump will be our nominee. And a rising tide raises all boats. So the party more unified, the more we can defeat Hillary Clinton.
And they do seem to be a little bit more conciliatory at this point. Donald Trump saying that he does want Paul Ryan to be the chair.
Yeah, the conversation definitely took a better turn than when it originally had begun. And look, I think both Speaker Ryan and Donald Trump understand the unique opportunity here to both grow the party as Donald Trump has, but also the necessary steps needed to unify the party. And Speaker Ryan, I think, feels the obligation, as probably the legitimate leader of the conservative movement in America today, to make sure that Donald Trump understands some of the principles, some of the issues in the way that his caucus, his members, would like him to understand. That being said, Speaker Ryan has to understand Donald Trump was just the recipient of the most votes of any Republican nominee in history and has created this populist movement that really aligns with the right, and that's very good for the party. So that's the conversation.
What will happen to Paul Ryan if he doesn't throw his support behind Donald Trump, with all of those supporters that Donald Trump has?
Well, what will happen to Paul Ryan?
Yes.
Sarah Palin has said she's going to go after him in Wisconsin. I think the meeting is symbolic. Again, feelings are raw. We're in the shadows of a bloody primary process that we've never seen before, and Paul Ryan needs to keep those conservative elites, the establishment, the intellectuals of the party that are true hardcore conservatives. He needs to keep them together because Trump does need those votes as well. Republicans defeated Republicans in 2012. It just wasn't Barack Obama that defeated Mitt Romney. We did by staying at home.
And Republicans want to hold on to the House and the Senate.
Exactly.
And so Paul Ryan has to look out after that.
That's true, Heather. But look, how many times have Republican establishment selected a nominee that the kind of population, the grassroots, don't like? And we've always said, look, they're the nominee, you got to back them now. Now our grassroots, or kind of larger population, has selected the candidate of their choosing, maybe going against the grain of the establishment. And the establishment has to understand that, look, we are a people that's largely reflective of our party members. We can't just deny that Donald Trump is the nominee and needs our help. And I think it's our obligation to see from our leadership, of course, the effort to strengthen the Trump candidacy. And I do believe Paul Ryan, in his heart, because he does care deeply about the party, wants to do that.
In strengthening the candidacy and strengthening Trump, we will strengthen our party because we have the grand opportunity to reach out to women, to reach out to blacks, to reach out to Hispanics. And I believe even though Trump has been harsh with certain things, he can get those constituencies as well.
On that point, that being said, that would go into determining who would be his VP pick, correct?
Well, not necessarily, Heather. The VP pick will help him with conservatives and could help with those demographics. But Trump has a welfare to work program. He has something dealing with capital gains, with his corporate tax plan. He has something for all.
Quickly, and then let's move on to the
identity
next
politics
topic.
doesn't determine the vice presidential nominee in the Republican Party. It's going to have to be an alignment to bring both the movement conservatives and the Trump populists together.
Okay, so very quickly, the possibility of a third-party candidate, yes or no, and who would it be?
Nearly impossible. I think any dissatisfied Republican is going to vote for Gary Johnson on the Libertarian line.
Well, they're talking about Senator Sass, Mitt Romney. The bottom line is this: if we did that, that's political suicide, and we're handing it to the Democrats.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see what happens in the big meeting that's going to take place tomorrow. Thanks, you guys. We appreciate you sticking around and staying with us.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.